All right, man. Let's go ahead and get into it. Part two of my NBA players ranking video. Now, I want to get into more of my people that's in the star ceiling category, which is if I remember talking about here, Jaylen Brown, John Morant, Trey Young, Zion. I believe I had Paul George. I believe I had Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan, and many others in this list. And the ones I just mentioned, that's probably the one I'm going to talk about today. So let's go ahead and talk about Zion Williamson. Now, the reason why Zion Williamson is in this category instead of like a superstar with limitations, because first off, we haven't seen him play a full season in years. We haven't seen it. And then during this time, it's not like he just sitting around just eating crackers and stuff and wherever he eat in New Orleans, the gumbo and stuff. No, he actually been sitting down because of injury, and he hasn't been working on nothing else really. Now, I'm a firm believer. Well, it's really common sense that you get more reps in basketball and NBA games, you're going to develop more skills on the fly. Like you need actually on court reps because Zion, he has the potential to be a good playmaker. Thing is, we haven't he haven't gotten the opportunity because his health couldn't hold up. I believe he still have trouble with passing out of doubles a little bit. We gonna see how he looks this year. He's not a jump shooter, so his stuff is mostly in the paint. And then I seen report before season kicked off that he's not he's unwilling to develop a floater. Now I don't know if that's true. Only thing I know is he don't go to the floor at all, and I want him to explore that more often since um he's not going to get 2 feet in the paint every time, especially against the Bucks. The Bucks always find a way to keep him out the paint no matter what because they have them big boys in Giannis and Brook Lopez, and sometimes they even put Giannis in small forward. They have Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez. They make sure he doesn't put 2 feet in the paint at all. So that's why floaters, like short mid ranges and stuff like that, they always need to be a part of his game. But since he don't be on the court as much, that's why he's in this tier. If he wasn't as hurt, I believe he would develop these skills, and I believe he would be like a superstar with limitations. Then he'd be on his way to become a superstar. And that's my thoughts about Zion. So yeah, next person I'm gonna talk about is Paul George. Now, Paul George is an interesting case because you can really make an argument that he should be below this tier a little bit because he also been hurt a ton. And he was on his way to be a superstar years ago. But the thing is, he got hurt. Like, we know what happened. He ended up breaking his leg. Then he comes back from that. Then he had that tear with, he won that little tear with the Thunder. And he was in MVP and DPOY discussions. And then after that, he just been injury prone, dog. Like he's been even more injury prone since he came to the Clippers. Remember his first year, he was still recovering from both of his shoulder surgeries, so they had to keep him out for a little while. Then what happened the next year? I forgot what happened the next year. Something was going on. It was a short season. He was in and out the lineup. 2022, I believe that was the year he missed the most games. I believe so. I believe it was like what, a hamstring injury or something. Yeah, and Kawhi Leonard was hurt. That was a dud season for them. Then 2023 happened, and all types of elements was going on. Then he ended up hurting his knee, hyperextending his knee before the playoffs started. So yeah, and then his performances like when he's not on ball most of the time, which he been like iffy about because when Doc Rivers was using you off ball, you have a problem. Now when Ty Lue needs you to be more of a point guard, you have a problem with it. So I don't know what his problem is with his role on the court, but he needs to pick and choose. That's why they had to end up freaking signing Russell Westbrook because he kept complaining. So yeah, and then he's smooth, silky scorer. Like that's why he's in this tier instead of below. He can make multiple All-Star teams. The reason why I capped him out as a star because as of right now he's 37 years old. I don't think he's going to be. He's gonna take that next leap to become a superstar level 10. I just don't see it in Paul George, and that's okay. Everybody don't have the capability to be number one options or be a superstar caliber player. It is what it is. Different circumstances happen, but it all matters on what you do at the end of the season, which is win a championship. But the fact is, him and Kawhi just haven't been healthy. Okay, next person I'm gonna talk about is Trae Young. Now, Trae Young, folks can make an argument that he's a superstar with limitations, but the thing is, I don't think he's going to be a player that leads you to a championship. I just don't see it personally because, first off, small guard. That's already hard enough. I understand Steph Curry did what he did, but you seen what happened after him, right? Who was the next guard to step up to win championship? It's been a wing-dominated league. Wing or big-dominated league. It's hard for the small guards to win championship. But Trae Young, he's definitely is a high caliber number 2 if he ever pairs with another wing or big. Like, let's say if he go to the Lakers after LeBron retires. Him and AD, that duo is special. That duo can definitely win a championship or two. Or if he go to, like, let me see. What's another team? I can't say the Bucks because they already got Dame. Let me see. Let's say the Pelicans or something. Him and Zion. That'll work. Or him and Brandon Ingram. Him, Trae Young, he's a comparable star. When folks try to get twisted and say he's just all ball dominant and stuff, I mean his skill set is comparable with multiple star or superstar level talents in this league. So him and Jason Tatum can work. Him and KD can work. Him and what's another star? I'm trying to think of the superstar. Oh, Joel Embiid. You already know he'll work with Nikola Jokic. Like, Trae Young get this bad rep of being this so ball down. Thing is, he has a skill set to move a ball. They choose, and he probably choose personally to not do it. So I don't know what it is, but hopefully he explore more of his off-ball game this year, especially in his first full season up under Quinn Snyder. Okay, next person I'm going to talk about is Ja Morant. Now, folks already was trying to jump the gun and say he's a superstar guard, which is crazy to me because, first off, if you look at it, right, you ask yourself, can Ja Morant lead you to the NBA championship? If the answer is no, then he's not a superstar level. God dang, my voice going. But he's not a superstar level guard if you don't think he can lead his team to a championship. It is what it is. Ja Morant, he still has holes in his game that's preventing him to being even a elite player performer. His percentage outside 3 to 10 feet, they don't look good. His 3-point shooting ability hasn't came around yet. Still very young. Still has the capability to do it. Then outside of that, he's a fantastic playmaker. That's what I'm saying. Folks, got it twisted. You can be a high-level number 2 option, and you can win NBA Finals, but that doesn't make you a superstar-level player. It just make you a good high-end number 2. And speaking of high-end number 2s, let's talk about Jamal Murray. Now, Jamal Murray, it's just certain Nuggets fans probably thinking he's a superstar or something. It is what it is. Nuggets fans, they're going to do what they have to do to promote their stars because the national media is not going to do it for them. So they're going to have to do it somehow. But yeah, Jamal Murray, the reason why I say he has a star ceiling because first off, just look at his playoff resume. In 2019, when he was coming out, he did a good job. Especially, I think that was his third year in in the league. He did a good job for his first playoff run. Then his second playoff run, which came the year after, I believe, dude, he tore it up in 2020. He tore it up. Dude, nobody could guard him. He was seeing number one coverages as the number two option on the team. Like, he was splitting doubles. He was shooting over folks. He was finishing like at the rim at will. Like, dude, man, and folks want to just knock it as, oh, it's the bubble. Oh, he's playing off Jokic. Oh, this and that. No, you still have to be a capable player. Let's say Jamal Murray was like, let's say they replace him with another like Contavious Caldwell-Pope type player. You think the Nuggets is winning the championship this year? No. Let me answer that for you. No, they're not. Jamal Murray's skill set is very unique. We shouldn't just base off, oh, he's working on Jokic's gravity, because moments when Jokic's not even on the floor. I'm just talking about 2020 here, because I think in 2022 it's probably slightly worse because the bench unit. I don't think the bench unit, the bench unit is like really overrated because of how good they did in spurts in the playoffs. But the bench unit is overrated. Jamal Murray and those boys, they had a tough time at times to score. I'm not even talking about this past year. I'm talking about in 2020 when Jokic was off the floor. He did a fantastic job of keeping them afloat or bringing them back in games. That he's an explosive scorer. And we seen that in 2023 in the Western Conference Finals when he averaged 32 a game, 50, 40, 90. I don't think that's been done. I think that was the first time in history that's been done. The guy's special, and we have to give him credit instead of just basing all his success off Nikola Jokic. It's not fair. It's not fair to him. Another number two option I have on this list, Jaylen Brown. Now, Jaylen Brown, he's a fantastic driver. He's a good shot creator, but it is his shot creating, his self-creation, matter of fact, it's like very underwhelming. They run a 5-out offense. They give him the ball in spots to like attack like one side of the court. He have a hard time doing it. I don't know what that could be. But yeah, like his handle package can be better too. I'm not even just talking about his left hand, like his setup moves, how he get to the rim, how is he getting off shots. That's part of the reason why I say he's an underwhelming self creator. But he's a fantastic driver at the rim though. I think his finishing, is pretty good. If it's not, I'd be surprised by that. But yeah, he just have holes in his game couple of times that's very glaring. Speaking of his handles, go to his playmaking. Can he playmate? No, he really cannot playmate because his passing versatility, it limits him. It very limits him. Let's say he get the coverages Jason Tatum get. How you think he'll thrive in those coverages? I don't know, guys. I don't know. Because Jason Tatum, compared to 2022 to 2023, he was fantastic handling the Miami Heat blitzing scheme. When they tried to blitz him in the pick and roll, he stretched that pick and roll out. I said this many times. He stretched it out, and he'd just pass it to the wing and let Jaylen Brown or whoever in that wing spot, like Malcolm Brogdon there, White or something, he let them create, and he already created the advantage based on what he did. He know how to keep his dribble alive. Jason Tatum also know how to throw live dribble passes. He know how to throw left-hand passes. Like, that's the holes that I see Jaylen Brown getting. He can't throw left-hand passes at will, even though they be open. Live dribble passes, I don't think he even sees the person being open. His blind spot when it comes to certain passes is definitely very glaring because he don't throw obvious passes at times. Live dribble passing, being aware, looking up while passing, and left hand passing. if he can improve on all of those things I just said, I believe he could be a step above this tier. But we gotta see it. We gotta see it. And this is where he is. This is where he is. It is what it is. Like I just said for Trae Young and John Morant and Paul George, it's okay to be a number 2 option. It's okay to work off the best player, one of the best players in the game. It is what it is. Next person I'm gonna talk about is a number 1 option on this team, but I feel like he's probably gonna be capped out at this moment, and that is SGA. Now, SGA, if you ask the right person that's an SGA fan, they say he's already a superstar in this league, which is I find to be hard to believe. Like, I don't know why folks would think that, because what has he done as number 1 option in the playoffs? Because if we're being honest with ourselves, the only time he's been in the playoffs was he was like a 4th or 5th option with the Clippers when they had Lou Will, Gallinari. I believe it was him after that. I could be. Oh, no. It was him, Montrezl Harrell, Gallinari, and SGA. And then when he got with the Clippers in 2020, the bubble, he was a 3rd option then. It was Chris Paul and Dennis Schroeder leading the way. I believe Gallinari was in the mix of that too. But I believe he was a 3rd option there, though. Yeah, I believe he was a 3rd option there, 3rd or 4th option there. And, yeah, we just haven't seen him as the number 1 option in a playoff setting. And folks trying to jump the gun because he's a 30-point scorer. Why didn't folks jump the gun with Bradley Beal when Bradley Beal averaged 30 points 2 years in a row, and he made the playoffs the 2nd time he averaged 30? So I just have to see it to believe it. If he becomes a superstar with limitations, that's fine. If he becomes a superstar, just a flat-out superstar, that's fine. He's still young. He still has enough time, and he got an actual full roster with Chet Holmgren coming back to actually prove just to prove what you call it, to actually actual true threat in the West. Couldn't even think about it because of how flabbergasted I am, because of how folks already trying to put him in superstar talks. That's hard to believe. Am I missing somebody? I believe. Oh yeah, Zach LaVine, DeMar DeRozan. Yeah, I can't see them as no more options on actual team that's trying to win a championship. Those two, they have unique skill sets. DeMar DeRozan, he like to do his damage in the mid-range and short mid-range area, and he likes to drive. Zach LaVine's the opposite. He likes to attack from the 3, and he likes to drive. As he shoot the mid, but he's not as frequent as DeMar DeRozan. So yeah, their skill sets, I believe, would definitely go well for a finals team. Matter of fact, if you had like DeMar DeRozan to like the Mavericks or something, I believe they can be a even better threat in the West. If you had Zach LaVine to the Mavericks, if you had Zach LaVine to the Lakers, if you had Zach LaVine to the I almost said the Suns already got big 3. If you had them to like the Timberwolves or something, if you had him to, like, these guys can work off other superstars. I believe that, but I don't think they're going to be the main guy on the championship team. So, yeah, those are going to be the guys I talked about in the star-ceiling category. Let me know if you guys disagree or agree. The season about to start today, and I'm trying to get this video out. And, yeah, if you guys like this video, like, comment, subscribe. This is your boy, Terrell, and I'm out.